Devine from United Kingdom playing against Rodriguez Pozzo from Spain. We've got Kevin Grove from the Netherlands playing against Immanuel Gerschenson. Then we got two Dutchmen actually, Ricardo van den Bogart playing against Stefan van den Veen, also from the Netherlands. So these are going to be our matches. We're going to head down to the feature match area as we are ready to get rolling. And there we see our 4 matches in the feature match area right now. 4 quarterfinals, the winners go to the semifinals, the losers are out, but they are still qualified for the Pro Tour. First table there, we have Marcio Carvalho playing junk. He's paired against Till Rifford, a guy we didn't see a lot in the top 8. He's actually playing a Scape Shift, blue, red, green Scape Shift. The second match which you see is Jose Rodriguez Pozzo. He's a 5th pot. He is playing what I believe is Birthing Pot, indeed Birthing Pot with Island of Countless Battles. I think that's actually a mistake in the deck list. He's playing against Andrew Devine. Andrew Devine also on Birthing Pot, so second copy of Birthing Pot there. Then we've got Kevin Grove, the third match you see there, playing against Immanuel Gerschenson. These players, that's the match we're gonna start with. Kevin Grove, he's on Birthing Pot. Immanuel Gerschenson, the only player playing Treasure Cruise at this point. He's a blue, red, green Teamer Delver. So no straight up blue, red Delver, only a Teamer Delver in our top 8. And then the last match, you could say it's the most interesting one. I wouldn't go as far as say it's the most exciting one. It's gonna be Ricardo van den Bogart against Stefan van den Veen. Stefan van den Veen on mono white life gain, Martyr of Sands there, playing against red green Through the Beach from Ricardo van den Bogart. 2 decks I certainly did not expect in our top 8. Now tell us your first impressions, Rafael Levy, of this top 8.
Yeah, Treasure Cruise, big surprise, not there. Only 4 of them, and not even the blue red Delver. So no blue red Delver, lot of black, white, green decks,
and only one Dig Through Time deck as well. The Till Rifford with his Scape Shift deck.
Oh yeah, and only 4. Is he playing 4?
He's playing 3.
He's only playing 3. So 3 Dig Through Times, 4 Treasure Cruises.
Now let's of course not forget, in 9th spot we had Patrick Dickman. He himself was playing 4 Dig Through Times. So that's at least something to say for Dig Through Time.
You know what it says to me? Like, after when the cans was released and everyone was like, Treasure Cruise, too good, needs to be banned. Dig Through Time, too good. Just Got Ascendancy, too good. It feels like the people at R&D are just that good. They're like, okay, these cards are fine. Like, don't you worry, you just like talking too much. Just wait and see, give it a chance. And there we are, the cards were not banned and they're not actually dominating.
I wouldn't go that far yet, because this tournament they really had a big spot on their head, like target me. Treasure Cruise is going to be all over the place. You need your Chalice of the Voids. You need to be able to kill Delvers. No one was aiming for Birthing Pot this tournament.
Yeah, but like still, it was a deck to beat. It was a deck to beat, and the deck was beat.
Yeah.
So maybe Pod took advantage of this. Okay, everyone was prepared to beat Delver.
Pod certainly adjusted. They are suddenly playing more Kitchen Finks, more Siege Rhinos. They're just playing more life gain to stay alive long enough. Like if we look at Kevin Grove's deck, he's got 3 Kitchen Finks, 2 Siege Rhino, 2 Archangel of Tune, and 3 Abrupt Decay. So he certainly has all of his main cards aimed at Delver. All of the free slots they have, basically. Birthing Pot usually has like a couple of cards they can change. It seems like all of these slots went to beating Delver.
And they're almost ready to start, right?
Yep. And it's good that we actually get to see the Delver against Birthing Pot matchup, because this will tell us whether we were right or not. Is Treasure Cruise too good or not? We can definitely tell after this match.
So it would be that's the last one. That's the last man standing.
Last Delver standing.
The last rider.
Yeah. If we look at Immanuel Gerschenson's list, he's not just blue-red Delver. He's actually Teamer Delver with 4 copies of Tarmogoyf being the only green card main deck. He does have a couple of Ancient Grudge, Destructive Revelry in the sideboard, but that's it. The green is just there for Tarmogoyf.
Is that the same version Patrick?
Patrick Tomalich, he
Tomalich
lost the last round. We would have had 2 Teamer Delvers if Patrick had won, but unfortunately he fell to the Dutchman Van der Veen, Stefan Van der Veen.
White weenie. Not white weenie, married his life. So the game started and
no action at all on turn 1. This has been completely different so far. Oh, actually, Kevin Grove doesn't even play his 2-drop there, playing around Spell Snare. And he was correct. So Immanuel Gerschenson is playing Spell Snare. How many copies does he have in his deck? I see 2 copies of Spell Snare, 2 copies of Spell Pierce. So good choice there by Kevin Grove, not playing his Voice of Resurgence. See, and Kevin Grove thinking about that fetch land, Windswept Heat. Is he gonna fetch? No, actually it's Immanuel Gerschenson fetching at this moment. The Stomping Ground enters play. Are we gonna see a young Pyromancer or a Tarmogoyf? Seems like it's going to be a young Pyromancer to start off the game. Kevin Grove gonna respond to that by fetching. Yeah, the young Pyromancer can come into play. So this is important actually because of Gitaxian Probe. Kevin Grove doesn't get a priority as long as Immanuel.
Well, he could have played it in response to the young Pyromancer.
He could have fetched in response to the young
Yeah,
Pyromancer,
but
he doesn't get the opportunity to, for example, Abrupt Decay before Immanuel gets to play Gitaxian Probe.
That's right.
And there we see the hand from Kevin Grove. It's actually 2 lands. Well, let's see how many lands he's got. 1, 2 lands, Archangel of Toon, Murderous Redcap, Kitchen Finks, and Voice of Resurgence. So quite a good hand for Kevin Grove, but it might be a little bit too slow because he didn't have an accelerator on turn 1, and now he will either play his Voice of Resurgence or his Kitchen Finks. Which do you think he should play here?
Kitchen Finks sounds good. Like at least he can block some attacks and get 4 life. And next turn he has a red cap to kill the Pyromancer.
If that one doesn't get countered, of course. Now he didn't play his Voice of Resurgence because he was playing around Spell Snare. So this time around, even though you get the opportunity to play Voice of Resurgence, you just don't bite yet and play the Kitchen Finks. Now Immanuel Gerschenson, what is he holding? He's holding a bunch of cards. He can't really attack there because there is the Kitchen Finks, of course. He's got Electrolyze, Tarmogoyf, Serum Visions, Thought Scour. Pretty good hand there for Immanuel Gerschenson. Tarmogoyf does not make an elemental token, but still a very powerful card.
And no attacks. Of course, no attacks into it.
Ooh, and that's a good card.
That's a really good card.
Yeah, but I think. Yeah, do you play the Pontiff or the Red Cap?
I play the Red Cap here, because then you have.
Ooh, he's going offensively.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think he's right.
What if he's running into an instant? What if he's running into Sud Score? Yeah, he would have killed Tarmogoyf with it.
And there we have it. Now Murderous Redcap on the young Pyromancer. This does give Immanuel Gerschenson the opportunity to make another elemental token. He mills 2, he mills Steam Vents and Tarmogoyf, draws the card. Now his young Pyromancer is gonna die, but he does have 3 creatures left.
Next turn, the Archangel of Toon next turn is gonna be pretty good with his Persis creatures in play. And Finks to actually gain him life.
Yeah, the cards like Archangel of Toon, we see Kevin Grove is actually playing 2. They're just so powerful because they've got more than 3 toughness. When everyone plays 4 lightning bolts, you just want creatures with 4 or more toughness. Siege Rhinos, you want Archangel of Toons, Limvala. Now let's see what Immanuel can do about this. He's not directly losing, but he's at 12 life. He should be a little bit careful here, as the Murderous Red Cap is potentially another damage. He does draw a Young Firemancer, a good one to draw there, although that one's probably just gonna die to Orzhov Pontiff. His hand, Spell Snare, Electrolyze.
Does he have anything against the Archangel?
Yeah, I don't see anything just yet. I don't see a Lightning Bolt. I do see an Electrolyze, so with a Lightning Bolt he could kill it right there, but he needs another red source for that as well.
Okay, take 4.
He attacks, put Kevin Grove to 16. Now Immanuel at 12. Let's see if he's got another creature.
Kevin does not have a sacrifice outlet as like a Viscera Seer.
That would be pretty brutal. That would be...
No, that would be game with the Archangel of Thune. He could sacrifice the Kitchen Finks, comes back into play with a counter, gain life, so put a counter on it, take out the -1/-1.
Immanuel Gerschenson not going to be too happy about that Orzhov Pontiff there. Now that he finally got himself a couple of elemental tokens, they might just die next turn. Or you think it's still better to go for Archangel of Thune?
Maybe Voice of Resurgence now that Immanuel is tapped out.
He does still have a land trap, so let's see. I'm sure he's not going to play the Delver of Secrets. Now, these guys are still in game 1 of our quarterfinals. Do we already have a result from somewhere, Simon?
Yes, Ricardo Vandenbogart playing against Stefan Vandenveen is up a game. Through the Breach into Emrakul is just pretty tough to beat for the mono-white control deck, Matter of Sands with Wrath of God. So that's one game for Through the Breach. And I'm also watching Till Rifford against Marcio Carvalho. Till Rifford was almost out of cards because his opponent had a Liliana, but he managed to dig through time with 1 mana open, finding the lightning bolt that he wanted because Liliano had exactly 3 loyalty. So that was a pretty nice move.
Okay, and in the meantime, anything happened here, Ref?
No, not really. Not yet. No, he played Voice of Resurgence that made the Spell Snare. So that's, you know.
Despite playing around it turn 2,
yeah,
he walked into it. Well, at least Immanuel had to keep up 1 mana.
Yeah, the whole time.
The whole time.
So his fate was met at this point.
Yeah, and this is not looking very good for Immanuel. He's going down to 4 life off of this attack. I'm guessing, unless Kevin keeps one back, but I don't think he is. Yeah, there we go. Immanuel already at 4 life, despite being the more aggressive deck. He just took way too much damage from Gitaxian Probe, from his lands.
Kitchen Sphinx is not a defensive card. It's actually pretty aggressive.
Yeah, but the Temur Delver is certainly
yeah,
more aggressive.
of course, but it's just a card that beats. Sometimes you just underestimate the power of the beating of the Kitchen Finks. Like 3, no, I'm serious.
No, you are.
Yeah.
There we have Delver of Secrets, not much of help on this board. Actually also dies to the Murderous Red Cap should it die. And next turn it's Archangel of Thune time. This is not looking good for for Immanuel. Wall of Roots and Gavany Township as well. Holy. You could actually play Wall of Roots.
Do you play the Wall of Roots and you can play both. Or you can just play this one. That's probably good enough. He's gonna have to block the. Ooh, that really doesn't look good.
Yeah, the problem is if he doesn't block.
Oh, he has to block. Even if he block, that's terrible. That's a terrible situation.
Now, and it seems Simon is walking back to the booth. He might have some news for Till Rifford. Did he get there with his dig through time?
He got there. He dig through time, found Cryptic Command and Lightning Bolt. He Lightning Bolted Liliana. Masako was left with only 4 lands, ripped the Thoughtseize, but Till Rifford at that point was already holding Cryptic Command and dig through time. So he got all the advantage he needed and scape shifted. Masako immediately scoops. Till Rifford up a game against Marcio Carvalho.
So despite being only picking up 1 loss during the Swiss, he's now down a game. Marcio Carvalho, good job by Till Rifford. Our 8th, he sneaked into top 8. He actually wasn't in our feature match area in the last round. We didn't even know about him, but it seems like he's up a game against Marcio Carvalho.
So now, just like Ivan in the last round of the Swiss, Immanuel is pretty much dead. He's playing just to try to get back into it, but I don't think there's a way back. it feels like this Delver deck is very explosive and very good. We've seen it and very very stable. But once the first wave's been stopped, Treasure Cruise seemed like it's not enough.
You think Treasure Cruise wouldn't help him here?
Oh, not really. With Gavany Township, that seems pretty hard. Gavany Township, he's on 2 life. He can't do anything about the red cap.
Yeah, the problem is with there's a nice little trick with Persist and Gavany Township, isn't there?
If he uses the Gavany Township, he gives the creatures a +1 every creature a +1/+1 counter, but if they have a -1/-1 counter, both of them just go away.
Yeah.
So the creature would just come back.
And with Murderous Redcap, that card says if it comes back, it deals damage equal to the power. So you put basically that ability on the stack, and then you can
pump
respond
it, yeah.
with pumping with Gavany Township. That would deal 2 damage. The last 2 damage to Immanuel Gerschenson. And Immanuel Gerschenson only has 2 cards left in his hand. One of them being Electrolyze. It seemed like there was a little bit of a discussion there with the Hound from the Ors of Pontiff. Can Kevin Grove, will he play the Archangel of Tuna, or should he just say go?
Well, then go is probably just fine.
And he is indeed, he's not even playing the Wall of Roots.
Oh, he doesn't need to. Like, he would not just play the Wall of Roots and say go, because okay.
Can't Immanuel like fire off the Electrolyze to kill off the kitchen things?
Well, he wouldn't actually kill it.
He can deal 2 to it.
Yeah, but then Kevin would
Oh yeah.
pump it, and then it would come back.
Yep.
So now he can kill it in response.
Yeah, but I don't see a way back into this game. The Murderous Redcap is the problem, really.
There's a way he can actually do it.
Vapor Snack.
No, if he attacks with the Murderous Redcap, he blocks, and then if he kills it when he comes back in response to the trigger of the Gavany Township, he would be on 1. He would just survive. Oh, what happens? Oh yeah. Well, that's okay.
Yeah, this was
It's a
still
+1/+1 counter.
So now we have a 3/3 Murderous Redcap facing off the Tarmogoyf. Question is Kevin Grove gonna attack here? Hoping his trick will work with the Gavany Township. He's just gonna play the Archangel of Tomb, it seems. Do you agree with this play?
I think I do. Yeah. Just putting more stuff, more hard to kill stuff. Remand, okay.
Now, ooh, and he might actually found himself a way back into this game. He's got Vapor Snag and Lightning Bolt here.
He needs a Vapor Snag and to kill the.
And now he draws Ancestral Recall. Treasure Cruise off the top.
Okay,
so
maybe I buried him a little too early.
and this is where Treasure Cruise really shines. Like the game is even, and then you start drawing.
Oh,
3
it wasn't
cards.
even. He was far behind, and now he's coming back.
Yeah, but with the Lightning Bolt and with the Vapor Snag, it was kind of even.
So he needs he needs something to counter the Murderous Redcap.
He can kill it with Lightning Bolt.
He would be down to 1, and then he needs to kill it twice, or to bounce it and counter it. Like, this is a real problem here. The Redcap and the Township it's a real problem. If he needs to do something about the Redcap, he needs to do it like as soon as he can.
Immanuel Gerschenson at 2 life.
Pyromancer.
Very cautiously thinks about his next play. Is it going to be on Pyromancer? Can he actually use that mana? He has a question for the judge, it seems.
Maybe there's something that's a little tricky with the Pontiff and the red cap, like how the way you stack it. But there's no way the Pontiff resolves so the red cap deals 2 damage when it comes back.
Persist goes on the stack.
Like, if you
Hound,
resolve persist,
yeah,
it doesn't matter if the Hound is after or before. When it comes back,
it triggers again.
triggers again, and then you have the. It's 1/1 and there's no point. There's no time. The Hound triggers in the middle of the resolution of persist.
Let's see, Immanuel Gerschenson. He does play the Young Pyromancer, keeping up 2 mana after this, so still mana for Lightning Bolt and Vapor Snag. Actually going for. Oh, he's also playing Delver of Secrets now. This is very dangerous, I think.
I think he would need to attack with Tarmogoyf now. Like that was like playing the. He shouldn't have played the Young Pyromancer. He should have attacked with Tarmogoyf first.
He's not attacking with Tarmogoyf. He's giving his opponent a lot of time, though.
He had to attack with Tarmogoyf.
Hoping that Kevin would
Oh
block.
wow.
When
No,
he-
doesn't. No, he didn't have. Kevin did. If Kevin blocked, he could have just killed the red cap and put him down to 1. And like he would have stayed at 1. By not attacking, he's just giving it a little more time. There was no reason not to attack this turn, because he's not gonna block the red cap. Like if the red cap attacks, he's not blocking.
And now scavenging off the top for Kevin Grove. And it puts even more salt in the wound for Immanuel Gerschenson. Now facing 3 creatures, one of them murders red cap and a big scavenging ooze soon. Simon, do you have more results from us for us?
I have your first semi-finalist. It's Ricardo Vandenbogart. Stefan had a powerful turn 4 play in Ranger of Eos. Ricardo had a powerful turn 5 play in Through the Breach Emrakul. That was a pretty one-sided match. Primeval Titan sealed the deal. Ricardo Vandenbogart wins the Dutch Mirror.
And
Yeah,
Ricardo did you take a look at his deck? This is a very interesting deck.
There
from
was
Ricardo
no way.
Vandenbogart.
There was no way Martin Life beat that deck. There's nothing against
Emrakul?
Emrakul in that deck.
Yeah, I really like Ricardo Vandenbogart's
Just look
deck.
at Kevin Grove's.
Stefan van der Veen.
No, Kevin Groves. He like that turn. He could have done something a lot.
A lot better.
Yeah. Like
What would have been your play?
ooh. He should have played the Wall of Fruits first, and pay the Scavenging Ooze with the Wall of Fruits mana, to keep like 4 mana and Gavin Township and tap on Immanuel's turn.
Okay.
Well, that's. Now he's just eating stuff there on his turn, but he could have done that either way.
He's doing this in the upkeep or in the draw step.
But he would have kept the township up just in case something happens.
Yeah.
Like the wall is not really relevant as a blocker right now.
If you guys are curious about what Ricardo Vandenbogart is playing, you should check out text coverage. There is a nice piece on that deck. As he was doing well early today, they wrote up his deck list, so you can already check that out if you want to. Now, what are the options for Immanuel? He's got Pillar of Flame, Lightning Bolt, Vapor Snag, and a land.
Is it the Magma Spray? No, is it the
Pillar
Color
of
Flame?
Yeah.
He could actually pillar. Yeah. Now the
This is a 3/3, so he would have to use Pillar of Flame
Bolt and Pillar
Bolt.
Flames. Yeah.
And then
And
Vapor
then face
Snag.
the.
But if that was his play, he should have attacked with the Tarmogoyf. I think he's playing a little bit too slowly here, giving Kevin Grove just way too much turns.
Oh, he's passing. I don't really like this pass.
Now Kevin also removing the spell snare, draws Voice of Resurgence.
Just some more stuff.
Doesn't really matter what he draws, but Voice of Resurgence is definitely one of the better ones since it's so cheap, and it tells Immanuel he has to act before before it resolves. Don't you think it would have been better to play it before the attack here?
The voice? Yeah, so we could actually, so the township would actually pump the voice as well?
Yeah,
I
and
think so.
if then Immanuel would play an instant, he would get an elemental token.
Yeah. I agree. So what's happening now?
How does Immanuel survive another turn? I guess there's ways he survives another turn. He might just, well, he could actually lightning bolt Kevin.
No, I didn't know about the Pillar Flame. The Pillar Flames might actually save him.
But if he lightning bolts, how is he gonna kill the Murderous Redcap? The Pillar of Flame is sorcery, right?
All right. Oh. That's what happens. Yeah, Pillar Flame is sorcery.
So if Kevin now,
It's
it seems like we have a little problem with the camera. We'll try to fix that as soon as possible. If Kevin activates his township when the Redcap comes back, well, Immanuel could chum block the Redcap.
Oh wow! No, I totally forgot the
Sorcery?
Pillar Flames was sorcery. Oh wow!
Is he gonna kill the Redcap? Now this looks dangerous to me. And actually, even worse, the Hound trigger is gonna trigger and gonna kill the Young Pyromancer.
Yeah, there's no way it works. That's not working. How big is a Tarmogoyf?
Tarmogoyf should be a 4/5, but it can actually be with the Scavenging Ooze. Could actually
be a lot less.
turn into a 2/3 or even less. But if I were Kevin, I would just let it die. Don't you think?
Let it die. Yeah, probably.
Let it go, Kevin. I think Immanuel is still thinking about his block.
Yeah. All right. Or maybe he's bouncing his own Tarmogoyf.
Now there's gonna be a lot of triggers here. It's gonna be the Hound trigger and the Murderous Redcap trigger. So that one goes back. Hound triggers now. I think Persist triggers.
I think they both trigger at the same time. You choose what you want to do.
Oh, he's actually dealing 1 damage to the Insectile Abomination and then gives everything -1/-1.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
This gets rid of the Flyer and the Young Pyromancer, so that's a good play by Kevin Grove. He could have tried to kill Immanuel, but might not be necessary.
No, probably not.
Yeah, while these guys are still resolving the stack, let's see what's up in the other matches, Simon.
Our second semi-finalist is Till Rifford from Germany, beating Marcio Carvalho 2-0. Marcio Carvalho had a pretty disruptive hand, and it looked good with his Lingering Souls tokens, a Tarmogoyf, and a Treetop Village attacking. But Till Rifford, despite being Tectonic Edge, managed to draw into a Cryptic Command, which allowed him to find the lethal Search for Tomorrow followed by Scape Shift. So that was a close game, but the top of Tilt's deck ultimately cooperated too well for Marcio to race him.
Okay, thank you for that. So Till Riffeld will be playing in the semifinals, as will Ricardo van den Bogart. Kevin Grove or Immanuel Gerschenson, that's still a lot of magic to be played, as it is still 0-0 in this match.
So now the Tarmogoyf is also dead.
How did it die?
-1/-1 from the Pontiff, and the Ooze ate the last sorcery.
It's gonna be a hard game for Immanuel to win. Look at the board Kevin's got there, and he's at 2 life. Fork Bolt 1/1, that's a start.
Yeah, Kevin. I think Kevin could have
Voice.
used the Wall of Roots and have mana up for the
Gavany Township.
township. Yeah. But Immanuel knows about the.
He's barely hanging in there. He will have to Vapor Snag the Scavenging Ooze, but then he will be facing once again the Scavenging Ooze and the Archangel of Doom.
Yeah.
Draws another Gavany Township, just to be sure.
Buff.
Vapor Snag bounces it. Yeah, this is just delaying the inevitable.
Yep, that works.
Archangel of Tune. Does it resolve? Resolves. Plays another land.
Is he running into
Scavenging Ooze.
a mana leak?
Does it resolve? It resolves. And we see a scoop for Immanuel Gerschenson. So Kevin Grove picks up game 1 against Immanuel Gerschenson. Birthing Pot 1, Timur Delver 0.
How many rhinos does he play?
Kevin, he's playing 2 rhinos.
2 rhinos against 4 treasure cruises.
Yeah, it's not even close really. We do have already Till River with dig through times in our top 4. While we take another look at some more birthing pots here in the birthing pot mirror between Rodriguez Pozzo and Andrew Devine. Yeah, it looks like a pretty close game. The live totals are, let's take a look if we get to know the live totals. 8 for Pozzo and 12 for Devine.
There's a Thragtusk in the graveyard. Thragtusk that I haven't seen a Thragtusk in a very long time. The 5/3 beast.
Look at Pozzo's board. Archangel of Tune, very big Scavenging Ooze.
Is there a pod?
Birthing Pot. He can combo off
Yeah,
if he finds a creature, right?
But comboing off.
No, it's not just yet, but
No, he could. Oh,
how?
how?
Oh, he can get, Spike Feeder.
Yeah, Spike Feeder and win. Like for 1 black or 1 white, except for Pass to Exile, there's pretty much nothing Andrew can do. And he's not playing Pass to Exile.
Jose Pozzo just attacking with his 2 creatures before even activating the Birthing Pod. Do you think there's any good blocks here? I think the Soldier token is actually a 3/3 from the Thragtusk, and the Elemental or the Tree Folk there right on the back is an Elemental token from Voice of Resurgence.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna see 3/3, yeah, just a double chum block. He does cry for 1 with the Visceras here. Just cries again.
Oh yeah, it's a 3/3. I thought it was part of the picture. Hey, that's very confusing.
But now he's facing, he doesn't have much going, just the Visceras here. He could hope to draw like Kitchen Finks and have the Melira in his hand, but that's pretty much the only thing you could do. And I'm sure there's a way around this with the Birthing Pot. If he gets,
I think Jose should just get the
red cap.
No, the the Spike Feeder.
Spike Feeder and just go for it.
Yeah, just in case Andrew like shoots him for 1 million.
Yeah, but if he kills off the Visceras here, there's no way to shoot him for 1 million either.
That's right. That's true as well.
There we go. Visceras here goes to the graveyard. The Hound trigger triggers, but I think that's actually a 2/2 Elemental token now. There's a dice on it indicating a +1/+1 from Gavany Township. But now, how is Andrew gonna come back from this one? He's at 12 life. Yeah, he's just scooping them up. He knows what's up. So 1-0 for Jose Rodriguez Pozzo from Spain in the Birthing Pot mirror. One game away from locking up the semifinals, where he will be playing against Till Riffert from Germany. He's on Scape Shift. Our other semi-finalist is Ricardo van den Bogger from the Netherlands, playing Through the Breach, Emrakul. He will be playing either against his countryman Kevin Grove, who's up a game against Immanuel Gerschenson. Seems like Immanuel Gerschenson might need a little break. He needs to go to the toilet, so we'll have a little bit.
Very important information, Marijn. Thank you.
So we'll have a little break as well, because I think actually both the semi-finalists are taking a short break. Now, we already know two semi-finalists. Who do you think is favored to make it to the finals? Oh, we're actually gonna move. We're gonna come shortly back to the booth. Let's just talk a little bit about Ricardo van den Boogaard's deck. He's got 4 Primeval Titan, 4 Emrakul as his big guys, and then he's got 4 Through the Breach and 3 Summoning Trap to get them into play. What do you think about this deck, Raphael?
I like it.
You like it?
I like it. The first modern deck I ever built had Primeval Titans, Emrakuls, Through the Breach, Summoning Trap. It wasn't very good in the format with all the cloud posts and everything. It was not very good, but it might be good now.
I remember playing, I think it was at Worlds, I'm not sure if it was extended or modern. I remember playing Emrakul with Windbrisk Heights to get it into play, white-green. It was also with Primeval Titan, I guess.
I had the deck with, that was a white-green deck.
Yeah.
I had the...
You had the red-green.
No, I had white in that deck with Knight of Reliquary, but this deck has Valakut. And that's another way to win if you don't have the mana to cast all the big stuff.
3 copies against Valakut, the Molten Pinnacle. Now he's going to be facing either Kevin Grove or Immanuel Gerschenson, so that's either going to be Birthing Pot or Temur Delver. Who do you I think he's pretty favored in both these matchups, isn't he?
He might just be, yeah. The problem with this deck is affinity. Like, I remember playing against affinity with this was really hard.
How about 4 Anger of the Gods?
He played Anger of the Gods, so that might help a little.
Yeah, and there we have the bracket for you guys. Marcio Carvalho, he's already out despite being in first place after the Swiss. He lost to Tilriffer from Germany playing Scapeshift. The other semi-finals is Jose Pozzo. He's up a game against Andrew Devine, playing Birthing Pot, both of these guys. Ricardo van den Boogaard, he already beat his countryman Stefan van der Veen. What seemed to be a very quick match there. And then the final match, Kevin Grove against Immanuel Gerschenson. We know that Kevin Grove is up a game there. He's playing Birthing Pot against Temur Delver. Yeah, it seems like the players are about to be ready. Kevin Grove's list, it looks very good to me. There's so many one-offs in his list. Let me just quickly go through them. Oars of Pontiff, Reclamation Sage, Murderous Redcap, One Scavenging Ooze, Shriekmaw, Limvala, Sin Collector, Spellskite, Spike Feeder, Eternal Witness, and Restoration Aim. That's 11 silver bullets to search with your Birthing Pot. There's no Court of Calling, but he does have 4 copies of Birthing Pot, of course. That's 1/6 of your deck that is a silver bullet. Now the players are shuffling for their second game here in the quarterfinals of Grand Prix Madrid. People were talking about Treasure Cruise coming into the tournament. It seems like the new talk might be Birthing Pot. Honestly, 3 copies or 4, it might even be 4.
I thought it was Siege Rhino.
No, well, you could go as far as Siege Rhino, but the 4 copies of Siege Rhino are already out as our player in first place, Marcio Carvalho, lost to Tilriffer from Germany. Immanuel Gerschenson will be on the play this time around with Temur Delver, hoping to get a quick Delver, I guess. Takes a look at his cyber. Obviously very important to count that you didn't cyber too many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 till 15.
You can actually have 14 or 13.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you can, yeah, correct. But you can't
no, you can't have 16, no. But you can have less than 15.
Yep. Which is quite interesting. Do you think there's ever a situation where that's correct?
I think so, yeah. Well, I'm not going to get into too much details here, but there are a few reasons why you could have more cards in your deck after board. Like you don't have anything to sideboard out, or you need an extra silver bullet. Like in Birthing Pod, I could definitely see it. Putting an extra card in your deck.
A quick mulligan for Kevin Grove. His hand, 5 lands, Spellskite and Siege Rhino, not good enough against Temur Delver, especially on the draw. Birthing Pod, why is it that good against Delver? I just don't. I wouldn't have expected it, but it seems like it's very good against Delver.
I'm not sure why. I have to.
Play a little bit more for the
Yeah.
World Championships. You will have to play Modern there.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's.
Maybe you can tell us what you're gonna play.
I wish I could tell you what I'm gonna play.
What after this weekend? What do you think? What are the decks on your mind?
Honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have a well. Affinity didn't do very well.
I
right?
don't like Affinity. I have pretty much bad experience with every single deck in the format. So
Well, you haven't tried out Ricardo van den Bogaert's deck,
I haven't tried that.
but Affinity, yeah, your friend played it. There were a lot of copies in the top 8, and as we see a mulligan to 5 for Kevin, there were not in top 8. In day 2, I think it was the most or the second most played deck Affinity. It just didn't show up on day 2 in the feature match area. Don't think we saw it a single time.
Yeah, it could be very explosive, but sometimes it just doesn't do anything. And with the hate in the format, it's always the same story. And if Frank Carson can't make day 2 with Affinity, I don't know. That doesn't give me a lot of.
Well, 2 of his 3 losses were to Stony Silence. But if you think Affinity is not a good choice, people at the World Championships, there's only 23 next to you. They might not be bringing their Stony Silence. They might not be bringing their Ancient Grudges.
Oh, why not?
And then it becomes a good choice again, because they're expecting people like you to think like that.
Maybe not. I mean, Frank is still bringing the Affinity deck.
Frank won't be at the World
I
Championships.
know, but he would if he played at the.
Yeah, but Frank is not. You
I
know,
know.
Frank is not there. There's 23
But
others.
I'm friend with Frank, and maybe Frank convinced me. For Affinity.
Yeah, after
So
talking to you, I'm sure Frank won't convince you to play Affinity. He might convince your good friend and player of the year,
Jeremy
Desani. But
I doubt Jeremy plays Affinity again.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
after
yeah.
his
Oh,
bad
yeah.
experience this weekend,
Oh yeah, he's definitely played Affinities.
yeah, he's gonna play Affinity.
Oh yeah.
You better bring your 4 Ancient Grudges
Oh, yeah,
to the
bring
World
them in,
Championships.
all of them, and the 4 Stony Silence too.
Yeah. This was a Delverton one and a flip thanks to Lightning Bolt. We don't see a Path to Exile just yet for Kevin Grove. And now he's gonna. Why didn't he do it on the upkeep then? Or on the draw step?
I don't know.
I mean, now Immanuel could actually have Mana Leak or something like that.
Oh, Vapor Snag.
Or Vapor Snag. Well, Vapor Snag wouldn't be that bad, I guess. But
We have seen a lot of that. Well, Vapor Snag when they pass to exile your guy.
yeah, but no Vapor Snag, no Mana Leak either. Spell Pierce would have been possible as well. Seems like Immanuel is happy to search up another land.
Fetch at the same time. So I don't lose too much time shuffling and searching.
Oh, he got the mountain from the Path to Exile?
Yeah.
Now a Breeding Pool, he does again take 3 damage for that. Maybe he's playing a Tarmogoyf or a Young Pyromancer this turn. Or maybe not.
Serum Visions.
Serum Visions, draw Stomping Ground, takes a look, that's a Remand and an
An island.
island. He keeps the Remand on top, and you know why? Because he's playing yet another Delver,
Delver.
so he knows it's flipping next turn.
Kevin also knows it's flipping next turn.
Kevin draws, he plays a Voice of Resurgence. I guess that's one of the reasons why Birthing Pod is good in this matchup. Voice of Resurgence is really good.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sure that Young Pyromancer never attacks. It's pretty good against Swift Spear. Now we have Remand on the top as we knew. Insectile Abomination flip.
Aberration.
Aberration, yeah.
Yes.
But for me it's an Abomination. Pillar of Flame for Immanuel Gerschenson on the Voice of Resurgence. And he will attack for 3, put Kevin down to 13. Does he have another creature? He does have Remand, so he's basically time walking Kevin Grove no matter what he plays next turn. Here we have Voice of Resurgence, Remand that, and he's got
He has
another
another
Remand.
one. Okay,
And
so
the Spell
that's
Snare. Put Kevin at 10. Best chance for Kevin here is to draw like a green source or a black source and abrupt decay, but there's the green source.
Another remand.
Nope.
Oh no,
Spell snare.
that's the showcase of a Delver deck. You play Delver, and you counter everything, destroy everything for the next 5-6 turns.
Yeah, it's even worse in Legacy, where you also have Force of Will, so you can actually protect your turn 1 Delver of Secrets. Kevin Grove goes down to 4, facing the Delver, and also Foible and a Destructive Rivalry. I'm sure Immanuel doesn't even mind. He's got Destructive Rivalry there. Gonna see it right there.
Are you playing 2?
Kevin Grove scoops them up, so this is gonna be 1-1. Both these players one game away from locking up semifinals. The other one will be out, but does still secure his spot at the next at the Pro Tour. And which will be Pro Tour Washington? No,
Yes.
yeah, Pro Tour Washington.
Fate Reforged.
Fate Reforged, which you will of course be attending. You will be testing again with Team Revolution.
I will be testing with Team Revolution.
Any new members? Because every time you come to a Pro Tour, you seem to have like new members to Team Revolution.
Yeah, we have Todd Anderson and Valentin Mackel joining us.
Valentin Mackel wasn't before
No.
Team Revolution? No.
But he's a very good friend of Patrick Dickman.
Yeah.
And Todd Anderson is very good friend
Interestingly,
of Brad
Valentin
Nelson.
Mackel, he didn't come to this GP, he went to New Jersey.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He wanted to play Legacy. He'd rather play a 4K tournament, a 4K people tournament than a 1.9K. There we have our two players and the judge watching over them. Kevin Grove up against Immanuel Gerschenson. The winner of this game goes to the semifinals. The loser is out. Seems like Kevin Grove is changing like a couple of cards for game 3, or maybe just a little trick to confuse your opponent.
This
Now-
is another match being played, right?
Yeah, there's one more match going, but we don't know who's. Well, we do know that Ricardo Pozzo was up a game there against Divine, Andrew Divine, but I think this is a Birthing Pot mirror, so that could go quite long. Oh, but bad news for Rodriguez in that game. He's actually mulliganed down to 5 in game 2. They did have a little break as well, but Andrew Divine now down a game, but up 2 cards in game 2. Now, if you look at Kevin Grove Cyber, we've got 4 Thoughtseize. You're not bringing in that one, right?
Nah, not
Okay.
really.
Choke?
Yeah, you're bringing Choke.
Choke against Delvers, good
Yeah.
enough. Fracturing Gust, that's for other
No.
matchups. 2 Path to Exile, we saw he brought these in.
Yeah, I think you bring it in.
Path to Exile, the extra copy of Ores of Pontiff,
I think so.
you bring it in as well. Sin Collector,
Nah.
a little bit too slow maybe, but
It could be good.
uh,
It could be fine.
it's
All right.
still a question mark. Entomber Exarch,
Probably a little slow.
Eidolon of Rhetoric, I saw someone bring it
I
in.
think you bring it in.
You bring it in,
Yeah.
and the Trun, Lost Troll,
It depends how many cards you have to take
1,
out.
2, 3,
Third-
4,
third could be
5,
good.
6 or 7 he's bringing in. So there's quite a lot of cyber he's got. And what can you actually cyber out? Reclamation Sage is probably going out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're going back to that game. It seems like he's off to a better
Linvala.
start this time. Razorverse Chicken into Birds of Paradise for Kevin Grove. Steam Vans into Football, 1-1. So Kevin Grove at 19, Immanuel at 18. He draws a Spellskite.
Oh wow.
So Spellskite or Voice of Resurgence.
I think I would go for Spellskite here.
Because you know there's Pillar of
Yeah.
Flame. How many copies of Pillar of Flame? Actually, only 1 in the main deck. Any on the sideboard? Nope, not a single
Only
in the
one.
sideboard. So he just drew his singleton
Do
twice.
they have each other's deck list?
Yeah, they. I'm not even sure. I guess they do because, for example, Ricardo van den Bogaert's deck was on cyborg.com, on
Oh yeah,
magic.wizards.com. So I guess they share deck list. Then.
Sideboard.com. That's
very old.
that's the
Well,
old.
1 year ago. I
Uh,
still use that link.
Is it still working?
Well, it sends you to the main page, I believe.
Okay, because I think not too long ago it didn't work anymore.
Now Now a breeding pool. Immanuel once again taking 2 damage from his lance. He probably does have the Pillar of Flame or Lightning Bolt because he keeps up that Steam Vents instead of
Well, he doesn't have a green anyway.
he just plays Delver of Secrets, a card he does have in hand, one of his 2 Threats of Disloyalty. That's going to be a pretty good one in this particular situation.
Well, it's gonna take Spellskite, I guess.
That's a question, because Kevin Grove is also holding Abrupt Decay.
Okay.
So if you give Immanuel Gerschenson the Spellskite, Abrupt Decay
Oh,
on
right.
the threads
That's right. That's
gets
right.
redirected to Spellskite.
That's right. Well,
You'd
still okay.
rather have the Abrupt Decay kill the threads and get back your creature.
but he's gonna take the Spellskite anyway.
You never know what he tries. It depends, yeah. If he tries to take the Voice of Resurgence, I actually think it's correct to let him have it. Now, Immanuel did flip his Delver of Secrets. There's the 3/2 flyer again. Kevin Grove now down to 15, so 5 more attacks from the Insectile Aberration is enough. So I'm guessing with a couple of burn spells, 4 or maybe even 3 attacks gonna be enough. We'll see a fetch here. Is it gonna be a forest, a mountain, or another non-basic? It's just gonna be a mountain for Immanuel Gerschenson, so he stays at 13. Threats of Disloyalty on the Spellskite, you'd say. If you don't know about Abrupt Decay, you would still do it on the Spellskite?
I don't know. That's very it's a very close call.
It seems like he's just going for a Young Pyromancer. He did tap 2. Oh, he's tapping 3.
What are you taking?
He could also play Young Pyromancer plus Vapor Snag, right? That might actually be the better play. He's going for Threats of Disloyalty. Now the question is, which does he target? Is he gonna? Yeah, he's just gonna target Spellskite, not even giving Kevin the opportunity.
But I think that's good.
Yeah, because also
Like
it gives you a 0/4 blocker.
Yeah, looking at the board, it feels good.
And now Kevin might actually
He wants
regret
to
not killing the Aberration.
He protects his Delver. So yeah, I like that play. Now it's a lot more, it's a lot clearer. Now that he split it and looking at the board state. A lot of shuffling on Kevin's side. Come on, you just fetch, man.
There we have it. Godless Shrine for Kevin Grove. He does draw Spike Feeder. That's a pretty good one as well.
Is
Could
it?
gain himself. Well, if he draws like Archangel of Doom, it certainly is. But could gain himself some life.
Like Immanuel has Vapor Snag, so
Yep.
Take
And
2.
Immanuel is gonna take 2. He goes down to 11 from the activation of Spellskite. He does take 2 again, so he's now down to 9. But he still keeps his 3/2 flyer there. And now I'm guessing it's Young Pyromancer time.
that's the race.
There we have it, Young
Pyromancer.
Pyromancer. Something else, maybe Forkball to the face,
No, maybe just Void Snare. Void Snare.
Spell Snare.
Spell Snare. No, the other one.
Yeah, we know what
No,
you mean.
That's not this one. I was talking about the other one.
He's actually just killing the Voice of Resurgence.
Vapor Snag.
We got it.
Vapor
Snag. Yeah.
Vapor Snare.
Shit.
Spell Snag.
Yeah.
Or
I know why you're confused. Well,
voice-
your wife just entered the building.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she did. She's looking at you right now, so that's why you're confused.
I didn't even see that.
Kevin Grove holding Restoration Angel. That's actually a pretty good draw. That one could ambush the Insectile Aberration.
Well, since there's Vapor Snag. Yeah, Void Snare is the one kind of in the M. It's a bounce that.
It's a sorcery.
It's a sorcery. Is it in Kanzatark here? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
No, it's in the other one. M15. It's probably in M15.
It doesn't really matter since it is Vapor Snag we're talking about. Serum Visions gets another elemental token. Looks at the top two. There's a Destructive Rivalry and another card we can't see.
Feels like he's in a pretty good position here.
You feel he's in a good enough position to keep the Revelry? Just in case there's a... it just does nothing, right?
Nah.
No, it just puts both of them on the bottom.
I mean, if Kevin draws a Birthing Pod, it's not gonna do too much.
Restoration Angel from Kevin.
He's gonna meet the Void Snag.
The Void Snag from Immanuel. Here we have it. Bounce. You lose 1. Go down to 10. Get another elemental token. He does block the Young Pyromancer, but he's now down to 6 life. This is not looking too good for Kevin. He really needs a good draw. I guess Siege Rhino would really help, but even then I think it's going to be very hard.
Siege Rhino would actually be super good.
Because he could play it and then next turn blink it.
Yeah. Oh, he just passed. Okay.
Immanuel Gerschenson very close to moving on to the semi-finals. He's got Treasure Cruise, Spell
too.
Pierce and Young Pyromancer, so his hand is still full of gas. He fetches, grabs himself probably another island. Yeah, there we have it, an island for Immanuel Gerschenson. Kevin Grove checking the time. He might have a plane to catch actually.
Yeah, that's what he just said.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, the last word he said is flight.
Yeah,
if
so is Andrew Devine. He also has a plane at 9 o'clock. So he's a little bit worried. If he makes it to the finals, it might be too late. But I guess if you win a GP or you make it to the finals, you're fine scheduling your plane.
If you're in Europe, going to Madrid is not going to cost you too much.
Plays Treasure Cruise before playing the Young Pyromancer, drawing himself 3 more cards. Can he find the Lightning Bolt? Because Lightning Bolt would be just game there. Carefully selecting the 7 cards, not taking the Threats of Disloyalty because he plays Tarmogoyf.
Here we go, Tarmogoyf.
Double Tarmogoyf, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Puff.
Now Restoration Angel Flash, 3 for flying, blocks the Aberration, goes down to 3 life, and now he's gonna face 2 Tarmogoyfs, it seems.
No, it's only 1, I think. Oh,
he doesn't have a second green mana? Oh no, he already fetched the island, I think, yeah.
Alright, so now it's... no, he's still fine. Like he has...
And choke? Wait a second.
Oh, he can do everything. That's actually not bad at all.
Yeah, and the Breeding Pool is not untapping, so the second Tarmogoyf can't even enter the play. The first one's still a problem though, because he will have to block that one.
Like he can... what can he do? Oh, he's on 2. He can gain 2 life, block...
Oh, wait a second, but the Spell Pierce can counter the choke.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe if he starts off with choke. Let's see. Here we have the choke. Is Immanuel gonna Spell Pierce? I guess if he Spell Pierce, he taps his island that is left. And it doesn't untap anymore.
No, because he would have countered. Choke
no,
wouldn't be there.
If Kevin pays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't Spell Pierce. Now Spike
wow.
Feeder, wow. So this game's not over yet. If Kevin Groves draws an out to the Tarmogoyf, he might be able to survive. stomping ground for
That's
Immanuel.
pretty
At
good.
least that's a land that untaps, and it also gets him the Tarmogoyf.
So what's the plan here? He's on 2 life, so he's gonna have to, yeah, just chump with the spike feeder and get life.
I would chump with the Restoration Angel, hoping to draw Archangel off turn.
So we'd be on the 1. Yeah.
No, actually, wait. If Immanuel attacks with everything, that doesn't work. Because if you're at 1,
No, he can still no, he would have.
he have to remove 1 counter, and then he can't remove the 2nd counter because
Yeah.
the spike feeder would die
No,
before.
that doesn't work. So the spike feeder is gonna have to go. They can draw a kitchen finks.
Yeah, Kitchen Fix would be quite good, especially together with the Gavany Township. Now let's see. Spike feeder in front of the Tarmogoyf?
Does he have? Oh, you know what would be good? Does he have a Revel Arc? Oh, he does. No, that's not the right deck list.
Here we have the. I don't think he has.
Oh, he doesn't have a Revel Arc.
He's got 11 silver bullets. He doesn't have the Reveillark. What's up with that?
He can draw a Witness. Would Witness be good? A Witness would be good. Let's see. I think he took it out. I think I actually saw it in the sideboard.
The Witness?
Yeah.
Birthing Pod doesn't do anything.
The Ooze would be good. Scavenging Ooze would be good.
Anyway, 2nd copy of Tarmogoyf. Kevin Grove down to 4 life. What can he draw?
Scavenging Ooze.
It's a green card.
Is it another choke?
That wouldn't be too good. He takes 2 mana.
Is it a Scavenging Ooze?
He takes 3 mana.
Oh, is it?
It's a Kitchen Finks. He survives. He goes up to 6.
Oh, that's really good, and he has the Gavany Township as well.
Is he back in this game?
I don't
He
know.
still has to chump with his Restoration Angel, right?
Yeah. Actually, like, how big is the
Yeah,
Tarmogoyf?
it's a 6/7 Spellskite and
6/7
Threats of
is-
Disloyalty. So
Yeah,
he's got
he
to
would
block both the Restoration, the Tarmogoyfs. He'd stay at 6 life.
Yeah.
Still not looking very good.
Not dead. Oh, the bolt. Almost dead.
Now at a potential 1 life. And also a creature with the Young Pyromancer, another elemental token. Swing with everything, double chump. Yeah, take 2, I go down to 4, gain 2 from my Kitchen Fink, so I move back up to 6 life. He will need another very good draw here.
Does he have anything? Like, the bolt's gonna take care of a blocker. So, ooh.
The Young Pyromancer.
I don't think there's anything saving
joins
him.
the army. Draws a Verdant Cataclysm. And there we have the handshake. Immanuel Gerschenson from Austria wins 2-1. He was down a game in the quarterfinals, but managed to win game 2 and game 3. Well done by Immanuel Gerschenson and his teamer Delver.
Treasure Cruise better than Siege Rhino.
Well, right now in the semifinals, there's more Treasure Cruises than Siege Rhinos. Only 2 copies of Siege Rhino. And look at Kevin. He's gonna hurry, man. He's gotta play the cards.
Like,
Yeah,
he's
there we
running,
have it. He's already gone.
he's
Look at
running
that.
across
there
the
he,
hall.
There he goes. Yeah, but we do have 1 more quarterfinals left for you guys. On the left, we've got from Spain, Jose Rodriguez Pozo. On the right, we got Andrew Devine from United Kingdom, Leeds. This game, rough. Can you tell us what's up?
Not yet.
Take a look at the board and tell the viewers
So
who's
there's a
favorite, who's not.
I don't know the live. Give me a second. Come on.
Here's the live. You can see it on the
Come
bottom
on.
of your screen.
So it-
7 for Jose Rodriguez, 5 for Divine.
7, 5. So their creatures tapped and attacking. So that means something.
I believe Jose was actually mulligan down to 5 in this game, but thanks to Birding Bot, he got a lot of advantage. And Scavenging Ooze is once again in play. 4 for Scavenging Ooze, 4/5 Siege Rhino, a 2/2 Entomber Exarch, and Divine is at 8 life.
Kevin. Okay, so here we
There
go.
we have the life totals. Now you can tell the viewers who's gonna win.
So Scavenging is going to do a lot of work here.
Restoration Angel and Siege Rhino jumping
I
in
can
front
see a
of
couple of creatures in Andrew's
Graveyard.
graveyard. Yeah.
Even Mind Sensor, Reclamation Sage. Birthing Pod. And any creatures for Jose? No, no more creature for Jose. This means no matter what happens in this matchup, we will have only one Siege Rhino left in the tournament in the semi-finals.
It's very sad.
Is it gonna be Andrew Divine? Is it gonna be Jose Antonio Rodriguez Pozzo? That's a very long name there. Jose actually running 2 Tarmogoyfs in his Birthing Pod list.
They don't have countless battles. That's interesting.
I think that might actually be a typo, and I don't know of no.
Rhetoric? I don't know.
Yeah, could be the 1/4.
Alright, so is he killing the... He's probably killing the angel, right? Yeah.
He can't kill the
Yeah, I know.
Rhino, so he's probably killing the angel. There he goes. 2 creatures to the graveyard. So Scavenging Ooze even more powerful next turn. I guess Andrew Divine still has... Let's see if he's got a Streak Maw in his 75. He's got a Murder Fat Cap, but that doesn't help. I don't see a Shriek Maw here. Maybe in the sideboard? Yeah, there's 1 copy in the sideboard, so that's a good card now. If you can find it. Or a Birthing Pod to sacrifice the Siege Rhino.
So Jose did not eat anything with the Scavenging Ooze. That means he has other stuff to do with his mana. So it's 5 mana. Is it? Oh, Sigarda.
How about Sigarda? Sigarda. No? Okay.
No.
Siege Rhino facing off Sigarda, Scavenging Ooze, Ors of Pontiff, Entomber Exarch, and Birch of Paradise.
I like Sigarda.
You do?
Yeah.
You like Track Tusk, you like Sigarda.
I like
you
all
like
these
any,
5 drops.
Any creatures? You're
like
a little bit like the European Brian Kibler.
But I'm a little kid. I like the big creatures.
And you like Spirit Link, I remember
It's
that.
good. It's good against Emrakul.
Sigarda?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but you're still taking 15.
It's still good.
Is Andrew gonna attack there into the 5/5? Oh, with Exalted. Now I get it. And Jose actually double jumping there. He's afraid to go down to 2.
Is he going immense?
Become
Plus
immense.
6. Is he becoming immense?
I guess he's
plus 6
afraid
plus
of
6
Restoration
trample.
Angel, but it's already in graveyard. Yeah, I don't think. I wouldn't hound the Noble Hierarch. I would hound the Siege Rhino, because then
Yeah,
if
so
you
you
kill
can-
the Siege Rhino,
Here comes the Thragtusk.
yeah, now a Tractus for Andrew. He moves up to 9 life, so he's still in this game. Sigarda could bring him to 4. Scavenging Ooze is gonna gain him some life, but this is a very close game. Maybe he shouldn't attack with the Scavenging Ooze.
I think he should have pumped the Scavenging Ooze.
Pump it instead of playing the Sigarda.
Yeah, it could be. So now what happens? Oh, well, that's a yep. Yeah, haunting the Hierarch is not great. Could have handed it wasn't his like his bird would have been better. So he could have just champ blocked the Thragtusk and killed the Hierarch.
Yeah, very close game no matter what. Andrew Divine, two hits from Sigarda means game over, but Jose is also at 5, and at least Birch of Paradise is a good chum blocker for Thragtusk, and Scavenging Ooze should be big enough to survive the Siege Rhino attack. I think Andrew needs something very good here. What can he actually draw to beat the Sigarda?
But he can just Jose's at 5, so it's not actually that bad because he has like 2 big creatures.
Ooh, Jose is attacking with the Scavenging Ooze? Why would you do that?
Why not?
Because it's your best blocker for Siege Rhino.
He's gonna gain life, and he's
Yeah, but To me, it seems like it doesn't matter because your best plan is just the Sigarda. It's 2 hits, and if you keep the 6-6,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
6-6 Scavenging Ooze,
That's true. That's true. You're right. You're right. Totally right.
Jose, he gains 2 life. He goes up to 7, kills the Traktusk, a beast token for Andrew Divine. There we have it, the 3/3 beast token. Does Jose have another play? I don't think he will tap his Burst of Paradise.
To play another birds?
He's got to be very careful because if the birds dies,
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. So he's dead to Ors of Pontiff. He's dead to Shriekmaw. Probably some other cards out there. I don't think he should have attacked with the Scavenging. That
Eternal
was
Witness.
Traktusk, Birthing Pod. Oh, he can't activate.
Let's see, what else does he have? Oh, but no, but he has a Scavenging Ooze, so it's not gonna do
yeah,
anything.
it doesn't matter.
Oh, but he has.
But then he has to tap the birds. No, this works.
Oh, that's right.
But what can he get back?
Oh, wow.
He can't really get anything back, right?
No, there's nothing. Well, let's see.
Let's see if Jose Rodriguez bites. Get back my. What is he getting back there? This is so close.
Yeah, you're right. He shouldn't have attacked the Scavenging Ooze. That was pretty bad.
Now he can't even use the green mana from the Burst of Paradise, or he's dead to a lethal attack. But what if he lets his opponent get back the...
The what?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see what the third card is.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we don't see what this one. That's actually an Abrupt Decay.
Oh, he's dead.
Ooh. Andrew
Oh,
Divine
wow.
is... Did Jose just make the crucial mistake?
Oh, wow. Kill the
Abrupt
bird
Decay
attack.
on the birds. Eat your Traktusk. Go to 8.
Attack. Oh, no, he's attacking for 7. No.
4, 5, 6, 7.
He's attacking for 7.
Oh. Oh, Jose moves to 1.
Oh.
And there we have the handshake. Jose Rodriguez, Sigarda. Wow, that was so close.
Oh, he realized he made like.
You realized that was horrible. It was indeed horrible. You shouldn't have attacked with the Scavenging Ooze, but you still win. Good job, Jose Rodriguez. You're our 4th finalist, and I'm gonna write it down. Jose Rodriguez Pozzo from Spain. He will be playing against Till Riffert from Germany. Other semifinals, Immanuel Gerschenson playing against Richard van den Bogart.